another episode of Our Haunted Travels with your hosts, Sean and Marianne Dawn.
Well, hello, Parapeeps, and welcome to another episode of Our Haunted Travels. Let's talk paranormal live. I am your host, Sean Donnelly.
And I'm your co-host, Marianne Donnelly.
Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Let's Talk Paranormal, our show that we have every Saturday, 5 p.m. Eastern, live at 5. And guess what?
What?
This is week 21.
Wow.
21 weeks in a row we
Wow.
have done this show.
All right.
Big deal, right? Just another number.
That's right.
Just another number. All right, so while we get things fired up and all those notifications go out, why don't everyone in the chat let us know where you are from? And we'll get things fired up here very shortly. We gotta wait, that little wait in the beginning.
Yeah.
We got to, because people just start pouring in once they get that notification. You know, but yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So go ahead and let us know where you're from. Marianne, are you over here playing on eBay?
Not this second.
No?
No.
Okay.
Although I was earlier. I can't afford what they had there for me today.
Is that that thing that you were telling me that was on eBay?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't afford that.
So I sent a little message off to the Lizzie Borden B&B and told them to buy it.
Yeah.
We'll see what they
see
say.
What happens. Yeah. See what happens.
I didn't say they had to buy it for me. I said they needed to have it. So.
Alrighty, so we got California represented, Massachusetts, North Carolina, Ohio. Go Bucks! Woohoo! Praxis is in Virginia. You know that for sure.
Hey, guess who's here tonight? Richard's back. I haven't seen Richard in a while. It's nice to see
Richard.
you.
Alright, so Abraxas tagged us in a 30-question challenge.
What?
Is there a deadline on that?
Oh my gosh.
Abraxas, is there a deadline? Because we have videos planned for the next 2 weeks. Every day but Sunday. We don't put out videos on Sunday because Sunday is like our downtime, editing video day, filming video day, sleep day.
and coming up starting this week, lesson plan day.
Yeah, so if there's not a deadline on when that needs to be done, we will definitely do it. Is there a deadline on when that needs to be done? Because we'll do it.
He says not that he knows of.
All right, so okay, if you tag me, I will go and look, and we'll do that after we're done with Lizzie in a couple weeks. Okay? Because we're always looking for something weird to do. Hopefully they're creepy questions. Or wait, is that the one that Crypt 6 tagged you in, the 30 questions? I don't know, that might be fun. We'll have to do that maybe we'll do that the Saturday show after the Lizzie, because the next two are Lizzie related.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. Okay. So we're working on like pretty far out now.
Yeah,
we're doing pretty good. We
Oh,
don't have
we
the
got
videos made, but
we got another. Maybe that show's going to be the big giveaway show, and the 30. And we'll do that 30 question thing on that show.
All right.
And tag somebody else that wins something. Maybe if they win something, we tag them. That would be interesting.
Ooh, that would be cool.
Where's my presentation? Let's cover some housekeeping stuff, shall we?
Okay.
First of all, let's thank our show producers for the week. Go ahead, my dear.
We would like to thank Promote Horror, 12 Night Horror, and Penniless Scribe.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And here's how you can be a show producer.
You can be a show producer
For
if
now.
you follow us on Twitter, like, retweet, comment on as many of our posts as you can, and be in the top 3 of those who actually do that each and every week.
That's right. We may be changing that. We are kicking around an idea. We're going to ask you guys here in a little bit once we get more people in here, because you're our Parapeeps, and we want to know your opinion but before we go to do stuff, because why do it if nobody cares?
Okay, there
It's a
you
waste
go.
of time.
Okay.
All right, so, hey, disclaimer, we are live, which means no editing, and I apologize ahead of time if I say something that shouldn't be said, and it happens, although today seems to be a good day.
Yeah.
Seems to be.
Yeah.
You've only corrected me about 12 times today, so
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
It's good. It's good.
All right, folks, how many we got in here? We got 15 watching now. Now's the time to 15 and 4 likes. Come on. Hit the like button. Share this out on your social media. Let's see if we can get some more people in here. What's Michael say? They're free.
It's free. Today only.
It's free. Today only. You could, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, we're running a special. It's free. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and smash the likes. Share us out. It's free. Yeah, we're a little slow going. So let's, are you going to tell them who we are?
Nope.
I've done it the last 2 weeks.
I know, but you're so much better at it than I am.
Oh, as we said when we started, Sean and Marianne Donnelly of PANICdVideos, and our channel is focused on the over 200 locations that we have visited across the United States that have paranormal claims. For each one of those locations, we like to cover the history, the paranormal stories and folklore,
True.
the paranormal claims,
Absolutely.
any evidence that we found out there or collected ourselves to support and or debunk those claims, and our personal experiences. Kind of the same information that you would find on our main website, PANICd.com, which is a database of over 800 locations and growing because of you guys out there sending me leads, which is awesome. I got one today with pictures and all kinds of stuff, and it's going in PANICd.com. When I'm going to do this, I don't know. I am still working on that multiplicity machine to have more people.
Yeah. Yeah, because
And I'm a little punchy today. I've been lethargic all day, haven't I? Just been like,
Yeah,
because
now
of
you're like
because of work.
buzzing.
Work, I've been
Did you have
mentally.
coffee?
Yeah, I've had 3 cups of coffee today. 3 cups. 3 cups. Anyways, that's who we are. We get confused sometimes with PSPR Paranormal, and people come to our channel because of him, and they say, but that's okay. PSPR is a great friend of ours, and I'm going to be talking
And
about
he's
a
here,
project
too.
that we are working on. Is he here?
Yeah, he's here.
I'm going to be talking later about a project that we are working on, and we are dusting it off and kicking it up and getting it going. And I'm this close to coming up with the ideas in my head how we're going to do these videos, and it's going to be tips to help you guys grow your channel. I'm going to tell you something about PSPR. He may not want me to say this, but I'm going to say this anyways. This guy is like Superman. He has 800 subs in 28 days. Okay?
It's amazing.
He's working on pushing 1,000. If he could get 1,000 in 28 days, well, even 500 in 28 days, we're going to make a video, him and I together, and he's going to tell you how he did it.
There you go.
He is growing like a lightning bolt. Okay? So we're going to help you guys out. We're going to tell you how we did it, how we got our 100 subs, how we got 500 subs, how we hit 1,000 subs. You know, how we got people to watch our videos, how to build a community, how to set up your channel, how to do your thumbnails, all that kind of stuff, little tips, and help promote paranormal related videos. That's what Virtual Ghost Hunt's all about, and that's how we're giving back to the community. So, hey, that is coming soon. All right. So, if hopefully everybody in chat has commented, and it's time for the roll call.
All right. So we have Abraxas Paranormal, Burnwood Bushcraft, Hell's Kitten, J&C Fishing, Joanne Reagan, Annette Reagan, Joy Stewart, Just Out and About, Crypt 6, Lawrence, PSPR, Tracy, Richard. I don't know if there's anybody I missed that hasn't said anything in a while. Irish Whiskey's here. And I want to say there was one other person, but if I missed you, please let us know, and I will say hello to you.
We'll say hello. And we have an open door
Dickie's
policy,
Beer
folks.
Reviews, that's the other one.
We have an open door, so people are
There you
going to
go.
come and go all night, probably. Hey, you're more than welcome to come and leave and say hi. But if you say hi to us and Marianne catches it, we'll say hi back to you. So
Yes.
thank you all for joining us. You know, everybody. I know Lawrence that's on there is actually Ghost Dog. I think he's waiting for something to change it.
Darlington Ghost Hunters is here as well, and so is Lori Marty. Lori Marty would like to know how to sub to PSPR. So if you can drop your link in there,
if you're here,
that would be great. So please make sure that you drop that in there. And Leslie Watson has joined us as well. So I interrupted you because I had a couple of people that I had to say and also to get that question out there. Oh, PSPR said he had to go, so I'll have to look at it. I'll get it out.
Okay, so Marion will look that up, and we'll keep on.
Yeah,
keep
you
on
You go on with your piece, and I will pull up PSPR.
All right, so let's do last week's giveaway. Last week's giveaway was a truck. Where's he at? Right here.
He's walking like an Egyptian back there.
Walk like an Egyptian. So I told Marianne, we got this idea yesterday. I want to try to do like a stop motion type thing. You know, make them dance. Anyways, this is the giveaway from last week's show. You guys get your own little travel Boris. Those of you who followed the instructions on how to enter to win him. And those people are... I'll pop this up right now. All right, you want to say who they are?
We have Irish Whiskey 77, Bill Cook, Hell Kitten, Big T Coins, DGH Ghost Hunters, HSFL Paranormal, Andrew Kitchens, T-Throg.
Alrighty, so those people sent us the email to enter to win it, and we're going to tell you, whoop, that's not the right screen. Okay, I got to go here, and I got to click that. There we go. Alright, so you want to hold him?
Sure.
Watch, he bites.
Only when I don't feed him.
Okay, so here we go. PSPR Paranormal. That's Bill Cook, PSPR.
He just won a little Boris.
He just won a travel Boris, and he's not here. So I will have to message him later
and say,
hey, dude, you got your own travel Boris. Maybe we'll hang it up on his set, because he's got 2 skeletons.
Oh, that's true.
On his set.
He does.
So
yeah.
Maybe we'll hang him up there, which would be kind of cool. Now, actually, we have travel Boris. Is he out yet? Joanne, you still here?
I think he goes out this week.
Joanne, travel Boris is actually going on to travel without his parents?
Yes, he is on vacation without us.
So hopefully we'll get some pictures back.
Yes.
Maybe if not some video.
Mm-hmm.
That would be awesome.
Yes.
Is she still here?
She didn't say anything, but she was here a couple minutes ago.
So actually travel Boris is going to be heading to Niagara Falls.
Niagara Falls.
Yeah. So
she says Travel Boris is packing.
He's packing.
Yes.
So
he's getting a couple changes of
the official
yes.
Our PANICdVideos PANICdVideos travel Boris, the official one, is going to Niagara Falls. He's going on a little trip. So hopefully we get some travel photos. We miss him already.
Says video is coming too. She says video is coming too.
All right.
So, little travel Boris. Ours is our real honest to goodness.
He's been to Gettysburg.
He's been out, and now he's headed over there. He's been all around Youngstown. He went to Austintown with us.
Gettysburg. Yep. He's getting some mileage in, folks.
He is.
Are we taking him to San Diego?
Yeah. I can get him in a bag.
Sure. TSA will love that.
TSA is going to
I can't wait for that one.
That.
We're not wearing the same shirts. I'm not with her.
The question is, should I put him in my carry-on bag or in my checked luggage? I think he should go in checked luggage. I'm just saying. I stopped taking skeletal remains in my carry-on a few years back.
I think she should just carry them on the plane. You know, like a lot of kids carry like stuffed
dolls.
Animals. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to put Travel Boris back here. He's going to chill back there.
Alrighty, so let's talk about Parapeeps, because we're behind on Parapeeps. We got to get caught up on parakeets.
I've been
we said we were
so
gonna do
busy
that.
with my
Folks,
Lizzie research.
Yeah, and school started. So
And
we
school
got
started.
Lizzie stuff going on these 3 weeks. She's been researching Lizzie. School's starting up, so I've been working there, and she's been coming into work, getting her classroom ready. So we are behind. We will get caught up. I mean, we got giveaways to send out and all that other stuff like that. However, every Saturday when we do Let's Talk Paranormal, we give something away, just like we did Travel Boars. And one of the ways to enter it is that you send us proof that you have subscribed and hit the bell. Okay? So, if you do that ahead of time and become a certified parapeep, just go ahead and subscribe. If you already did and haven't sent us the email, okay, this kind of gives us your email and contact information too. Hit that bell, like a video, comment, tell a friend, which would be nice. We can't see that you did or didn't share it, but it would be nice if you did. And send that on to PANICdVideos@gmail.com. Also, if you're on Twitter, include your Twitter with that so I get tweeted out. If not, sometimes we got time, I go and look. But if you do that, I'm going to email you back a certificate, not with my name, but your name on it, saying you're a certified parapeep.
There you go.
And I like to tweet those out, which is kind of cool. And we are behind. We're behind on doing that. I admit that we are behind, but we'll get.
And
caught
I
up.
admit I promised to make him do it, and
we'll sit down.
have
and get
failed miserably at that.
So, with that being said, now I could put this screen on, which basically tells you what I just told you.
There you go.
Okay, so here is what we are giving away for this show next week. All you guys that have been following along and like our Lizzie Borden stuff, here's your chance to own a piece of the Lizzie Borden House. Ooh. All right. So, next week's giveaway is going to be brick dust. That's what this is?
Yes.
Brick dust from the Lizzie Borden House. And here's how you enter to win it. Okay? Send us proof, just like you do a certified parapeep. And we'll combine the two together, basically. Send us proof you subscribe, but make sure you put the subject #LB for Lizzie Borden. And you could win that. Your very own.
I was just going to say, let him see the
Brick
dust,
dust
too. The tag is
from
just
the
about
Lizzie
as
Borden
long
House.
as the
Yeah, it is.
bottle. Yeah,
Pretty cool stuff right there.
that's right.
So, I'll be announcing that throughout the show again tonight. But
Little bit of Lizzie's
you have
house.
to send us the email. You have to send us that email. #LB.
Yes.
Because when we go to set up the show, that's what those emails we pull,
That's
put you
what
in
we
the
look for.
dig, and we'll send it out to you if you want it. All right.
Yes.
All right.
So before we go on to that, Joanne has said she needs to tell us something. Boris is going to an old haunted Lockport when they're traveling.
Ooh.
So he's going to have to really step up his game without us, you know?
So, Joe, if you do some video and don't put it out, like keep it on your phone and give it to me, I'll make a video and put it on Panic D. Just saying. Or pictures or whatever.
Yeah.
Little Boris's travels. Travel Boris's travels.
Travel Boris, traveling again.
All right, so we got to do the channel update and talk about the big giveaway. Okay?
Let's do it.
So, update on the hours and our subscriber count, stuff like that. We've been saying, I don't know how many weeks now.
It's been a while.
If you guys help us get over to 4,000 hours, and you know we hit the 1,000 subscribers, we're up to 13 something, 69 I think, something like that. But it was the watch hours.
Yeah. I think it's been about maybe 6 or 8 weeks maybe we've been pushing.
Yeah. So guess what, folks? You did it.
Yay!
We
Thank
are over the
you.
4,000 hours, and we are in review. Woo! We need big sound effects, big music.
Oh, I left
Thank
my
you,
horn
thank
and
you,
stuff
thank
over
you.
there.
Thank you. That's you guys. You guys did that by watching our videos. We are over there. We're actually over like 4,100 hours now. You know, so now we are waiting. YouTube, you are awesome. We love you very much. We like everything that you do.
Almost.
We're in review. We're waiting the email to say you're partner verified and Yes. So hit that mark. Now, what does that mean? Well, just like I mentioned to Abraxas a little bit ago, we have the next 2 weeks planned out. So that week after, I'm going to be putting out a video thanking you and how to enter. How we're going to do this, I don't know. It's going to be huge. How to enter this big giveaway. And that, I don't know the date. Can you bring up a calendar real quick? It will be, I was going to look this up and I forgot. So it's not the 25th, not the 1st, it's the 8th. Okay. September 8th.
September 8th.
September 8th live show will be the giveaway, and we'll get to do that 30 question thing.
Okay.
All right, so one of them's definitely going to be the $50 or more Amazon card. We'll probably have some travel bourses and T-shirts and all that. And Marianne got kind of confused. She thought we were going to give it to one big care package, one big giveaway. No, I'm going to break it up. so you could win this or win this.
So there's going to be multiple packages I have to take to the post office. Thanks.
Yeah. Give everyone a chance to win.
You know how much I love the post office.
All right, so that's one of the things that we're going to do this weekend is figure out how we're going to do that. You know, if you win something, could you win again? That type of thing, and maybe we'll do it that way. If you win something, you could win it more stuff or something. But I just want to do a big.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Okay, so we've got some more people that have joined us. We have T-Town Mary Ellen who has joined us. Hell Kitten says that she's been running some of our playlists for a couple days.
Thank you.
So
seriously, all of you guys that watched our videos, hopefully you got to know a little bit more about what we do in our stuff by watching them. Hopefully, but the watch hours just was awesome.
Joe says
hello. So those of you who are new to our channel, if you haven't been here before, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. We will not disappoint you. But if we do, you could take it off later.
Oh my gosh.
I told you I'm punchy.
Yeah.
I'm punchy. Although I do have to say about Thursday's live stream, the Lizzie Borden case, that was our #1 live stream, first of all. #1. And the watch hours on that, we were over 63, 63, 64 after the live stream was over, and it's already gone up from them because people that missed it and went back and watched the whole thing through. That video, #1, it was a blast doing it. We love doing those things, okay? But having everybody in chat and doing those behind the hauntings and the comments that we've been getting back, thank you. Thank you, seriously, because that was just it was amazing. It was really cool. All right, so do you want me to keep going, or are we still talking?
Yeah, I just wanted to mention my error while you were there.
Oh, you're going to mention your error from Thursday night?
So Thursday night,
little correction.
Yeah, I have a small correction for you. Uncle Ladwick's house still stands. I was under the assumption that it was, demolished and a new building was put in its place because when we were there, it didn't look anything like Uncle Ladwick's house.
It doesn't look like a house.
And so I was actually talking with some Lizzie Borden aficionados, people who are very much in the know people.
There in Fall River too,
yes,
so.
And they mentioned that they got to go down into the cellar a couple years back, and I'm like, that building's still there? So they said, yes, it is. And so I pulled it up on some documentation, and sure enough, it's still there. It has been resold again a couple times in the last couple years. It's not, the last one was in 2016. It was purchased again. But the building facade itself, it looks like a storefront. It looks like a little, almost like a mini strip mall plaza, but mini.
So inside of it is the
but
actual
inside of it's the house. Yeah. So that's kind of exciting.
In chat, the live stream where Boris played music, I like that too. We may do that again in the future. That was fun. Boris needs time to sit and record some more ghost stories before we do that. That was a nice relaxing live stream, and both of us were in chat, and he was doing that. So yeah, that was kind of cool. Bottle caps. This is like the 10th time I've heard him say this.
I have to find a place that has that.
Bake chocolate chip cookies. So we have to find some sort of location we've been to that relates to chocolate chip cookies for bottle caps. But bottle caps, I'm going to tell you something, buddy. You wanted us to do Pictionary, and we did that one week, and you didn't come.
He came for like a minute, and then he didn't play.
Oh, did he? Was he here?
Yeah.
Okay, I apologize.
But then he didn't play. Okay. That's what he didn't do. He didn't play with
bottle
us.
caps for you. We are looking
working on
for
it.
a location.
And Lizzie Borden used to give cookies out to the neighborhood kids once she was, you know, released and all that. She continued to do that. But I said, well, do you know which kind she used to do, you know? And they said pretty much they were sugar and molasses cookies. So not even chocolate chip. I tried so hard to make it a Lizzie Borden one for you, too.
Chocolate chip would probably have to get something a little sooner because the whole chocolate thing was...
Yeah, 1893 was like their big push for that stuff.
Yeah, so we have to get kind of...
chocolate in.
Kind of newer in time a little bit. So
maybe Hershey, Pennsylvania, says Tracy.
Ooh, that's a good one because we do have locations from Hershey.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Oh,
and we could use
there
Hershey.
We go. Tracy, see, that's why you're a moderator.
Yeah. And we could use Hershey chocolate chips instead of Toll House ones.
Well, Hershey is Toll House.
At the grocery store, they have Hershey ones and Toll House ones. So I would assume they were
there you go, bottle caps. Okay, I bet you here's what we did. We could do Hershey's Mansion the week after Lizzie.
Okay.
And we'll have a recipe video doing chocolate chip cookies using Hershey chocolate chips.
Okay.
There you go. We're all set. All right. There we go.
And Joanne says, do Disney for my peanut butter cookies. I know. We're so going to do that. Those peanut butter cookies were awesome. Absolutely.
Dover said, can't do that anymore. You'll get locked up. What were we going to get locked up?
I don't know.
No content. I don't know. They deleted them. Okay. Oh, was I probably didn't know it was me. Yeah, I'm missing the conversation.
Yeah, I missed it too.
Peanut butter. Yep. Those peanut butter cookies. We'll have to do those maybe when we do Disneyland. Because wasn't that the Disneyland recipe that you used, Joe? Because those cookies were like the bomb. Those were very good once she brought to Gettysburg.
They were.
And I think that you had so much of them from that recipe because they probably made big like Mickey Mouse cookies out of them.
Yeah.
I don't know. That might be good. Those were good cookies. Definitely made my sugar go out of whack.
That they did. That they did.
Oh. All right, so let's talk about collab a little bit.
All right.
Anybody wanting to collab with us, we will try to work something in and make it happen. We actually have a collab coming up Mondays. Monday's video is going to be a collab with Crip6. Hopefully he's still in here. Maybe he left. I know he was in here earlier. He is going to be doing a live stream painting something related to Lizzie Borden, and our video is going to be talking about what did we title that? Making fun of Lizzie or something like that?
Fun of Lizzie.
So the different things that happened to her after the trial with people making fun of her, kind of like the nursery rhyme and jokes that were made about her and things like that. So that's going to be the video on Monday, and it's going to be a collab with Crip6 with his painting. So that's going to be pretty cool. And I think that's coming out later. The last couple of weeks we started putting on our videos in the mornings, except for Friday because I had a little glitch Friday.
What was your glitch on Friday?
Well, I set it to upload.
Oh, yes.
And Thursday night, and went to bed because I finally got the editing done like 1 o'clock, and I had to be at work, so I just went to bed and I didn't check it. And when I got to work, it was supposed to come out, and it didn't because it didn't finish uploading. Thank you, Microsoft, by the way, for installing updates during the middle of my upload. Appreciate it. rebooted the computer, so I had to redo it again. So anyways, Monday's video is going to come out around 8 p.m. Eastern, because that's Crypt 6. Oh, he is here.
He
okay,
is.
so Crypt 6 is on the West Coast, and what's the time difference?
3
What
hours.
time is 8 for you, Crypt 6? 3 hours, so 5 o'clock. He's going to go live. They'll come out same time, boom, that kind of thing.
AM or PM?
5 p.m., 8 m, 5 p.m.
5 p.m. for us.
p.m. 8 p.m. for us, 5 p.m. for him.
Okay. Okay.
I have it written down.
Okay. All right. Bottlecast says that'll do for us, him, by the way.
The cookies?
Yes.
All right.
And we have ATGH Travels has joined us, and so has
Hello.
Mrs. Green Thumb.
So Steelers aren't playing today. Are the Steelers playing today? Maybe
I thought
they're
they played yesterday.
Oh,
if
they
I'm
played
not
yesterday.
mistaken.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure of that, but
All right, hey, let's talk about this giveaway again.
okay,
Folks,
you do that.
Hey, if you want to win some brick dust, an actual piece of the Lizzie Borden house,
That's right.
you know, you gotta enter it to win it. So you gotta send us that email. #LB. #LB. Okay? And if you're not a certified parapeep, you gotta send us proof that you've subscribed and hit that bell, which is basically is take a screenshot and send it. If you're not certified yet. If you are certified, we already know that you did that. Okay? So that's just, see, those giveaways was just, see how that works? That was to get people to subscribe to our channel. You see that? You see how that works?
You're so bad. So
Are you ready
bad.
for your eBay?
Sure.
Are you ready? All right. It's time, folks, for Marianne's eBay update.
I don't know that this is going to get on the camera.
Probably won't.
It's big.
It's a big one.
So I have to stand up to like make this visible to them. So you stay right there. I'm going to put this right where I go.
Okay.
This here is a newspaper from 1892.
It's from Italy. See, it says Fragile.
This is actually from Philadelphia. It's the Philadelphia Monday morning paper from September 5th, 1892. And it actually has a little segment in here about Lizzie Borden. So,
Which
I'm
you
kind of
haven't found
excited.
yet.
I haven't looked for it. It just kind of came, and I haven't like even taken it out of the packaging yet. You see, this packaging is still all here.
Yeah.
My certificate of authenticity.
And folks, if you
everything.
get into collecting stuff too, you know, and if you pay, like, you know, you want to make sure you get the COA.
COAs, yeah.
Okay, that's a certificate of authentication.
I wanted to say it was going to be down here in the corner here somewhere.
It could
but
be under the paperwork.
It could be. It
But
was
we're
in
not
the corner.
taking this out of here. We're going to take and get this framed because that
Yeah.
is a.
Yeah.
It needs to be archived too.
It does.
Because it's a newspaper and is very fragile.
Yes.
So
It's
that may
No,
not be
120
going. I don't
years
know.
old.
That may or may not be going with us
Traveling.
It may just.
It
hang
may
on
just
the
go
wall.
on the wall behind us. Oops, I just dropped a whole
Yeah,
bunch
we
of
need to
stuff.
hang it somewhere where sun's not going to shine on it.
That's
so.
true. That's true. And that probably wouldn't work there.
That's
Well,
pretty cool. That
we'll
came
see.
this week.
Yes.
One
Yes.
on one of those rainy days where they're
Yeah.
just laying out front.
Yeah. At least it was packaged nicely, so.
So I already like Microsoft already bashed them. So thank you, you know.
What?
UPS.
Yeah.
Is that who delivered that? Yeah, thank you. I bashed them too. However, Microsoft and UPS, if you were looking to sponsor a channel, you can call us at any time and I'll take the call and talk to you.
So Tracy said, where was the paper
Bad
from?
joke.
It was from Philadelphia. So
That talked about the Lizzie
it talked
case.
about the Lizzie case, yeah. So that's kind of cool. Seth wanted to know if we were getting framed, but said, oops, you already answered it, so yes.
Yeah, we're definitely going to get that one framed and archive preserved too. So when they frame it, they'll probably
Yes.
put it in something.
Yeah, yeah.
Help it.
I'm excited about that. And what else was I going to say? There was something else I was going to say, but I don't know. I can't remember.
All right, let me do our shout outs. Okay? Let me do our shout outs.
Okay.
It's time for our Parapeep shout outs. So another thing too, if you become a certified Parapeep, we may just pick you.
That's right.
To feature your channel. Okay? And I got 2 I want to talk about. I had 1 and then I changed it to 2. Let me go back to this screen. The first one I want to talk about is Irish Whiskey.
Irish Whiskey
and
77.
He's still here, right?
He was here a few minutes back.
Okay. Irish Whiskey 77. I think Thursday night while we were in a live stream, he mentioned that he just put out a video. I try to catch as many videos that I can, but those of you growing a YouTube channel, you know, it's hard.
It gets overwhelming.
It's hard. Marianne helps me sometimes. Yeah, so that part of it, we try to make our rounds the best we can. So if you have something you really want us to see, either tag us in Twitter or leave a comment or something, or email to us, or join our Discord or something. Actually, in our Discord, which Marianne's going to drop the link and quit playing on eBay.
I'm not playing on eBay.
I
was looking for something so I could send a link to Tracy.
Okay. In our Discord, I have a section set up where you could drop your videos. Okay, so if you join our Discord, you could drop them in there, and I will definitely put it on the watch list and watch it. Anyways, Irish Whiskey 77 said, hey, I dropped a new video, and it has EVPs in it and stuff like that. So let me bring that up, and I need you to drop the link to Irish. It's in the description.
Yes, I see.
Okay.
I have to.
Where's my face? Firefox.
Clicky.
There we go. All right. Yep, our mic's still on. Okay, so Irish Whiskey 77. Cool name, by the way. I love his name because I'm Irish, and I have a tendency to like whiskey, even though I'm not allowed to drink it for several reasons. Because, number 1, I am Irish. And number 2, it doesn't probably do well with my blood sugar. But anyways, Paranormal Channel, very cool. And he goes around and does EVP sessions. But what I really liked about that video that I watched, I actually watched it earlier, was that he was, whoop.
You clicked the wrong button.
Click the wrong button. He was documenting the cemetery that he was at. So he was going around, you know, going over the grave sites and stuff like that, which was very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. And I haven't showed you yet, but you definitely would love his videos. So, hey, check him out. Check out his channel and show him some love. You dropped the link in there. Marianne dropped the link. Some cool stuff.
Yes, very much so. I was kind of curious if did you do the game we talked about last week? Did you get out and do it?
Ooh, yeah. I forgot about that.
I'm like an elephant.
She is. She is. All right, so the second one that I want to talk about, in case you guys know, I think most of you guys in here, we probably either met you there or you know. If you don't, Michael Fire Jr., we try to watch this every day. We're back to work now, and
I can't anymore.
Mary can't, so we're going to have to catch the replays.
Later on replays.
We got to do it that night because he only leaves them up for 24 hours. But anyways, we were on his best hour of the day. He was on a live stream with us.
Yes.
Great guy. I mean, he is the same on camera as off camera. Did you drop his link?
I did.
Too?
I did.
The reason why I am featuring him today, folks, he's at 934. We got to get him up over 1,000. He needs to be up over 1,000. What he is doing on his channel is phenomenal. Phenomenal. I mean, he's going. Just this week, he went out and did five collabs
in 1 week.
He
it's
does.
Crazy.
He, the best hour of my day at 10 o'clock. If
every
you never catch that,
day,
10 o'clock
7
Eastern,
days
go,
a week.
Go
it's
on
crazy.
there, and you meet so many great people. And that's probably how we met most of you guys. We hit 1,000 on that live stream.
We did.
Why he's not over 1,000 yet? He needs to be. I rank him up there with Yankee and Pusha Studios and Cab 7 and all these Green Bay and all those guys, he should be up there. So I wanted to mention that, and mainly because we missed the live stream that he was talking about Friday after our, and he didn't have to do that. We missed the live stream because we were at work. We were going to catch the replay, but he mentioned our Thursday night live stream on the show, and we weren't even there. That tells you the character of the person. You know what I'm saying? Like, he remembered being on that. He was on the live stream Thursday night. You guys were here. You saw him comment and stuff, and Monica was there. But he mentioned us and gave us props on the live stream when we weren't even on the live stream.
Right.
And that's just, that's amazing. So we have to do what we can. I'm going to share his stuff out, help him get over the 1,000 hump. He's doing this full time.
Right.
And he's made a couple comments a couple times that he's only got a limited amount of time.
Right.
As far as the money he's, working off of. So, we got to get him pushed over there and get to that level.
That's
because
right.
he wants to do this full time.
He does.
And the way he's doing it, that's the way you do it. So I wanted to mention him today too. So
all right.
2 very great YouTubers. Irish Whiskey 77, we got to get him up there too, man. At 278, he should be up over 1,000. The way he's documenting and doing his stuff. And same way with Michael. So that's my shout outs for this week.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. How we doing in chat?
We're doing good.
Any questions, comments?
Colorado Martini has joined us.
Hello.
And Out of Body is here. Can't stay long, but wanted to say hello.
Hello, Out of Body. All right, so while you guys are here, if you wanted to win a piece of the Lizzie Borden House.
That's right. It could be yours.
Could be yours. Send us that email. I think both of them are Parapeeps, certified Parapeeps. Send us that email with hashtag LB. Hashtag LB.
As in Lizzie Borden.
As in Lizzie Borden. And you could win this, which is some brick dust from the Lizzie Borden House. Now, folks are probably saying, how do we know that's from the Lizzie Borden House? Well, it has a tag on it. That's where we bought it. From the Lizzie Borden House.
We bought it there when I was there.
We got 2 of them. 3 of them.
Well, we got 3 of them. We gave them away.
Somewhere else we gave one away.
Yeah.
So, and freaked the
lady out.
And
of course, one is mine. I can't give it up. It'll be mine forever.
So.
Yeah.
So there we are with the housekeeping.
Yes.
Dover Paratech. I'm at 3,723 minutes. 617 hours.
There you go.
All right.
On your way.
We're going to have to go and check you out. Make sure you check out Virtual Ghost Hunt, too. Look at that website, because that could help you get your videos out there. And if you're not Dover Paratech, I don't remember if Dover Paratech is a certified Parapeep. Don't remember. Maybe they are. All right, you're clicking away over there.
I am responding.
Okay.
I'm responding.
The hours are hard. I will tell you, folks, the hours are hard. But you need a mixture. You need a mixture of the live streams and the regular videos.
Right.
There are channels out there that do nothing but live. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. That's perfectly fine. But if you don't have the watchers watching it, you got to do a lot of live streams. The viewers. Okay. So the combination of having both helps you, because if you have a regular video, then you can learn how to use the meta tag. Well, you can do that on lives too, but you can help promote those through Twitter and different things like that too. But if you're all live, that's fine. We do a mixture of both.
All right.
So.
Just Out and About wants to know if Virtual Ghost Hunt has a website as well as the YouTube.
VirtualGhostHunt.com. Yep. Okay. Yep. VirtualGhostHunt.com. Thing about Virtual Ghost Hunt, you'll go there, you'll see a lot of our videos, you'll see a lot of PSPR videos, you'll see other paranormal related channels videos. Michael Scott's, we got some of his on there. We got FS Paranormal's on there. Who are some of the other ones? Spirit Chick's on there. There's a lot. If you click the channel, you'll see them. But we can add channels at any time. Paranormal related videos. Now, what happens if you follow the Twitter account, and we're going to be setting up Facebook here, a Facebook page shortly. Every hour, it sends out either randomly a video that's in there from somebody's channel, or a meme, or an article that's paranormal related, or something like that. So we wanted to get it working on Twitter first. The databases are set up. Everything seems to be working. It's working great on Twitter before we did the Facebook thing, because if you break something with Facebook, you got to start over. It's a mess. But so because we have some Facebook people, we got Twitter people, that kind of thing, and it's every hour it puts something out. Or you can go to the random video thing, and it picks 100 of them, and you can just click on, basically looking on thumbnails and watch something. And they're not categorized by like these are EVP videos and these are these videos, and it's not that sophisticated, because that would be a little bit complex, since it's actually pulling them from YouTube. It's pulling the thumbnails and stuff like that. So every once in a while you might go there and it'll say video missing. I have no control over that. But I kind of watch it every once in a while and clean it up. But what we're going to start doing with the Virtual Ghost Hunt channel is tips, like how to help your channel grow, that kind of stuff. I was doing them on PANICdVideos, and our channel is supposed to be the locations that we went to,
right? Like
a haunted travel history type thing. Mm-hmm. But I'm an IT guy. I actually have a degree in college from internet marketing, and we have an internet marketing company. So that's what I know how to do, secondary from the running the stuff at the school. But at school, I run all the social media and stuff like that for the school too. And so I those kind of videos and figuring that kind of out is like second nature to me. And I want to put those videos out that help just tips, whether 100% accurate, whatever, that's the stuff that we've done that helped us. So that help other YouTube channels, or other channels, basically small channels that's trying to, I know how it is. You get to like 200, 300 subs and nothing's happening. Nobody's watching your videos. You get frustrated. How to deal with that frustration, how to grow, how to keep going, that kind of thing. So, you're just chatting away. You could answer by saying up on the camera.
I'm specifically talking to Tracy. I sent her the...
You could talk to Tracy on camera.
Well, I had to put a link. I'm telling you. Address.
See, this is how this works, dear. They're up there.
They're up there. I know.
Okay, they're up there watching.
So here's the thing. I went out. I pulled up the property search for Uncle Ladwick's house. She wanted to know if there were pictures of the house. So I put that in there. I put that you have to, when you put the link up there, it doesn't take you to that page. It says, you didn't do a search. So once you get to the Patriot Properties, then you have to do a new search for Second. That's the name of the street. Just put Second, and then its address is 240.
So you could see that was...
Yeah, but I still had to put the link in.
Okay.
So
I get you.
I didn't want her to not understand the link.
Dear. Yes,
while you
dear.
were talking.
Yes, dear. See how that works, guys?
And if you want, by the way,
tips to happy marriage.
And if you want to want to look for the Lizzie Borden one, the Lizzie Borden House one is actually the 230 address that's on that same page. Unfortunately, on both of those pages, the built date is incorrect.
Yes, dear.
I'm just saying.
All right, they're probably here to hear some more ghost stories about the Lizzie Borden House. Okay, so the ghost stories and folklore video that came out featured 5 stories, and that video was
so many.
That video was one of the longest ghost stories in folklore, and I could have kept going.
And going.
I had to put ours in there, which was the 5th one. Okay, the one
Right.
that we had.
Of course.
And we have another video coming out. Tracy, I promise it's coming out. It's coming out. It's planned. Okay.
It's in the list.
It's in the list of another EVP that I mentioned that freaked me out. So I'm getting to there. I'm building up my strength and courage to make that video. Okay. No, I'm okay with it now. But it was freaky. Anyways, and there's more. There is more recordings.
Yes.
That I wish you would listen to.
Yeah, because I usually hear them.
Yeah, you hear them better than I do because I'm old and feeble. I'm going to be a half a century old the end of the month. A half a century. 50 years.
Crazy.
Do I smell like a 50-year-old man? Do I smell like a half a century?
What exactly does a 50-year-old man smell like?
Old and rotting. I can't believe it. Anyways, see, I'm starting to lose my train. See, I'm starting to forget what I was saying.
Well, you were talking about.
Oh, my hearing. Me
listening to
the.
Yes.
Yeah. So I have to like crank up the volume super loud, put on headphones, and not binge watch Netflix to do this. And yeah. So anyways, I'm sure there's more. Will we get to them in the next 2 weeks? Let's be honest. Probably not. But
we'll see.
Marianne recorded that whole night.
I did.
In that bedroom where we slept. The whole night.
Mm-hmm. And you listened to part of that at one point, and you did catch some footsteps walking around the room while we were sleeping.
Yeah. And then I kind of stopped. Because I'm like... I've said this before, so if I repeat myself, folks, I'm sorry. But we got new people in here. I said for years we didn't stay at bed and breakfast. We didn't stay. Because when I finally get a chance to downtime sleep, which doesn't happen that often, when I sleep, I want to sleep. And if something messes with me while I'm sleeping, that's just not fun. So we didn't stay at bed and breakfast. But now we're like, oh yeah, we're going to a bed and breakfast because it's probably haunted. We've been, I don't know how many haunted bed and breakfasts now.
Mm-hmm. And several of them on Friday the 13th.
Yeah. But when we get these places, I get so exhausted. You know. It's like the Queen Mary. I was so. Joanne was with us. They heard stuff, all kinds of stuff going on. I'm like sawing logs. I'm like out. So hopefully in that recording, it doesn't have me snoring.
Oh, I'm sure it will.
And other bodily whatever, as an old man would have. But you got to listen to it. That's why I didn't stream it. So, yeah. All right. So you want to do this? Or you want me to do this? How are we going to do this? We got some more stories. Anyways, long story short, I said, okay, well, when we go live on Saturday, we got to tell them some more stories. Because I didn't want to put them in that Ghost Stories and Folklore because it would have been an hour and a half long, if not longer. And that's not fun to edit that long and render and upload and all that stuff like that. So you're not going to get Boris doing these. No. But we have some more reports. You guys want to hear some more reports from the... Of course
they do.
From the Lizzie Borden Bed and Breakfast?
Of course they do. Why would they?
Seriously, do you have an eBay auction that's going on?
No, sweetheart. I'm pulling up
I keep looking over to see what the chat's saying. And you're on a different screen.
I'm bouncing back and forth. I am multitasking
She's
today.
Multitasking. Yes, dear. Yes, dear. She's multitasking. Yes, dear.
By the way, thank you for joining us out of body. They do have to head out.
Thank you for stopping by.
And
appreciate it. Out of body, by the way, before you leave, unless you already left already, out of body is going to be the next one added to the virtual ghost hunt. Oh, maybe she's gone already.
All right. And like I said, Steph Opal has joined us as well.
Irish Whiskey, I think I have you on there. If not, I'll be adding you. When I gotta make videos tonight.
I know you do.
At some point.
I know you do. This is not the one I wanted.
So, yes, they want to hear them? Okay.
Of
So,
course they do.
this next one that we have is actually kind of a long one from, I'm not going to read it like verbatim, but this is like a testimony, so to speak, of a tour guide from the Lizzie Borden
Don't mention the
House.
name,
I'm not going to say names.
Okay.
Okay. And I didn't say names in another one. I said
Okay.
a woman from whatever state. But this is the tour guide.
A tour guide.
A tour guide. She worked there for 5 years. She's a history major in college and wants to teach. Okay. She strongly feels that her and others that work there are actually part of the house now, which is, we've heard that before from other locations, like Hillview Manor. Rochelle from Hillview Manor, she's made that comment. It's like, I do it for the spirits. I do it for the location. J.C. Thompson, I do it for the house. I do it, even Roger's house, we do it for the spirits. So, like, there's a connection, so to speak. It's not for money. It's not for whatever. It's so she's made the same statement, which is kind of interesting. I get that. I understand that. Hopefully, and I don't know if I should say this, but hopefully we may be getting we're going to call it a project house. But
it's not going to be anything we own or
no,
anything
we're not going
like
to own
that.
it. We're working with a historical society, and it's going to be close. But yeah, you get a connection with the spirits and with the house or with the building. Doing it over time. So she says that the pride that they take in keeping the house meticulous and everything is obvious, and I agree with it 100%. That place was awesome. It was like we were sleeping in a museum. I was afraid to open the suitcase. You go to some of these places, like Farnsworth is the same way. I was afraid to sit my wallet down on the table because it's like you're in a museum. You don't want to disturb anything.
Yeah, they have like little china pieces out.
Yeah, it's like you go back in time. And Lizzie Borden House is the same way. So she was asked about the paranormal activity in the house and what she witnessed.
Right.
And she said she experienced several things. They often hear footsteps. That sounds like a man's boots. During their tours and late at night, they hear that, especially on the back stairway, which would be the stairway leading up to Andrew and
Abby's
bedroom,
and also to the attic. But that's where Andrew would have walked up and down those steps incessantly.
Yeah, a lot of people will stop during the tour and ask if they heard those footsteps. And it even happens during the daytime too, when the house is locked and nobody else is there. They have a door on the second floor.
Right.
I've read that somewhere else too, that'll just slam shut.
Yeah, they'll be downstairs and they hear it slam shut upstairs and they go and investigate it.
So what she's saying is she was there cooking. I was there cooking and was asked to go upstairs and change the bedding. As I was going up the front stairs, I heard a female voice behind me go,
with a small cough.
I thought it was my boss. There was no one there. I later wondered if it was Abby showing displeasure at my housekeeping ability.
Which could be,
Yeah,
especially
that's kinda interesting.
especially since she would always take care of cleaning up that area of the house because Bridget was not allowed.
Right. So, folks, I mean, one thing here, and I'm going to tell you this. Lizzie Borden House, yeah, one of the most haunted locations around, okay? And it's up there. Lizzie Borden House, Queen Mary, Stanley Hotel, Eastern State Penitentiary, all of them, they're up there renowned. However, almost any historical location that you go to, you're going to find something if you're looking for it, if you know what to look for. But always, always, always ask the employees, ask the tour guides, ask, unless they're National Park Service, because they're going to say, no, absolutely
There's no such
not.
thing.
We're immune to paranormal activity. How dare you bring that up? Some of them are pretty cool, and they'll talk to you about it like off the record. But they must have like something along their like guidelines where you're not allowed to talk about it. I don't know. But you know, like the people selling the tickets or the you know, just ask them, hey, you have anything weird going here? I mean, this place is so old. Any ghosts? They may tell you.
They might.
You never know.
They might look at you funny.
And they might look at you funny, which we do get that a lot too. I always hear two people talking at the top of the front stairs, sometimes two females and sometimes a male and a female.
Now the front stairs lead up to the second floor and only the second floor.
You wanted me to show pictures.
You can't go up to the...
You guys want to see pictures?
Of course they do. You can't go up to the third floor from the front staircase, only from the back staircase. Anyway, that's the part of the house that Emma and Lizzie utilized. So that could be the two females that are heard. But it also is the guest bedroom is there, and anytime any guests would come there, they would stay. That's a blurry one.
There we go. Well, it's got a little flash in the mirror, but that's
yeah, the flash in the mirror is actually me.
Let me see if I could show the main screen, computer screen. All right, so here's that stairway. Okay.
I think you lost a column. Was there 4 lines in the center and now there's 3? Okay. Never mind.
That column was the chat.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so anyways, this stairway right here that you're looking at, you see how it winds up at the top there? Okay, it's like it winds up towards the top. Right across the front, the bottom step there is the front door. So that's the door.
Well, the red that you see is actually the drape that's in front of the door. The door in front of it is like a little closet. And then right next to the closet is the front door. Anyways. So the front door is behind that red curtain there. Just saying.
Okay. Anyways,
just want to be accurate.
That door right there was the one that Andrew came in that was locked.
Right.
And when Bridget, they called her Maggie, was unlocking that door, she heard coming from the top of those steps little giggling laughter. Okay? So you go up those steps, and at the top of those steps, right across from there, I have another picture of what you would see standing from 2 down from the top if you looked into the room where Abby was found.
And you're going to pull that one up now. There you go.
Yeah. So if you're standing 2 down from the top, this is what you would see.
And you can clearly see directly underneath the bed. That's how they were able to see Mrs. Borden.
So the paranormal claims is that they hear whispers or people talking or, you know, whatever from that stairs. So that door right there goes into the John Morris room or guest room or the room where Abby, that's the room we stayed in.
Yes.
Okay. If you go to the right, you see a door there to the right. That leads into Lizzie's bedroom. Okay, where, you know, remember from Thursday, that's where she held, you know, stayed when Uncle John came and all that in her bedroom. And here's the house was modified to not have hallways. So to get to Emma's bedroom, you had to go through Lizzie's bedroom to get to Emma's bedroom. Which is kind of interesting. Yeah.
It's odd to say the least.
Yeah.
We most of the time now when we have a house, we don't have to go into other rooms to get to other rooms. But
so this is
Emma's.
This is Emma's bedroom, which is off of Lizzie's bedroom.
Much smaller, by the way, than Lizzie's room.
And then Lizzie's bedroom, which is right here, right?
Yes.
Okay. This is Lizzie Borden's bedroom, which is at the top of those stairs. Yeah. And if you look, there's books there on the bookshelf, and all the ones that are in the plastic wrappers, the shiny plastic wrappers, those were actually Lizzie's herself. That's Lizzie Borden's books. Hey, your mouse. I could see your mouse on the screen today. Now, see this doorway right here? This doorway, which normally when they lived there was shut
and locked
and
from
locked.
both sides.
But this goes right into Andrew and
Abby's room.
Abby's room.
Yeah, and her bed at the time of the murders was sort of catty corner, blocking that door.
Yeah. So that front part of this, or the front part of the second floor was used by a guest room and the two girls.
The two girls.
And there was a dressing room. Then they turned the dressing room into the bathroom, and then under Ghost Stories and Folklore, that's where they had those other people.
Right. And since you were talking about that front staircase, can you pull up this picture for me, please? I just love that they have this there. There's a little bit of a low ceiling, so they have this sign right there on the staircase, right where the ceiling comes down low, and it says, "Caution, we've had fatal head injuries here."
I already had 2 fatal in it. Yeah.
So I love that. But I have a story also about that front staircase.
Well, let me finish. Oh, you want about
that front staircase while we're there, from the actual current owner.
Okay. Go ahead.
So when she first purchased the house with her partner, she had gone ahead and she was staying there late into the night, and she kind of was falling asleep a little bit in the front parlor.
Let me stop you just for a second. We have Hannon Adventures in the chat right now. Okay, I need to tell you guys about Hannon Adventures.
Okay.
I don't know, has he ever been here before?
I don't think so.
Hannon Adventures, I need to give huge props to. Almost every single video that we've put out since we've been doing this since November, he's commented on. He's left us a comment.
Nice.
And I've gone and checked out some of his videos. He does vlogging and stuff with his daughter. So thank you, my friend. Thank you very much for all your comments and for stopping by. I've always been watching chat every once in a while just to see if you drop by live. That is awesome. Thank you. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
That's okay. So anyways, she was in the parlor, which is the front room in the house. You may be able to pull up a picture of that as well. And she was sitting there, and she was looking out to the staircase area that you just saw a picture of. So that angle that you saw would have been the angle she was looking at. And so there was this chandelier. No, that's the room that Andrew was. Yeah, that's the sitting room.
This one.
Yes, that's the one. There you go. So if you show that one, she was in this room right here, and she was looking out to the foyer where that staircase is.
Basically exactly where you were standing.
Exactly. And she saw some lights casting from a chandelier that was always lit all the time. For whatever reason, she couldn't figure it out. There was some sort of problem where to turn it off, they literally had to go and unscrew the bulbs from it. Otherwise, it was on all the time. And when she was sitting there looking at that, suddenly one of the shadows walked up the stairs. And then that chandelier went out. The lights went off on that chandelier.
The current owner.
The current owner. Yeah.
See, folks, that Ghost Stories and Folklore would have just went on and on. And I'm not even finished with the recounts of this tour guide.
Yeah. Okay. So, anyways, I just wanted to mention that one.
Yeah. Okay. So I always hear 2 people talking on. Okay. So I wonder who the male is. Sometimes a male and a female.
It could be Uncle John. He visited there. It could be other guests, because anytime Lizzie or Emma had callers, they would.
I'm sure men didn't go upstairs, did they?
They would have callers. Don't know if the male callers would be allowed to go upstairs or not, but they would have callers in that foyer there on the landing, and also
like a sitting room, not going into the bedrooms.
in the John Morse room was their extra room there. So it didn't. I mean, anybody who stayed over. It could have been a multitude of people who would have stayed over. It could have been other people who'd lived there over time.
True.
It was a 2-story.
Which we have a video coming out about that, about other deaths that's been in the house.
Right.
Besides the 2 Bordens. There's been others.
Yeah. But I know that when the Bordens first bought the house, the previous owner still lived upstairs until his house was finished being done, and then he moved out. So it could even have been him.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so she goes on to say that... oh, I lost my place. Oh, up in the attic, they hear the children.
Mm-hmm.
I don't... Is that right?
Kelly House. Yeah.
Yes, it was a Kelly House. Why don't
Uncle
I think of
Ladwick's Uncle Ladwick, his house was eventually, during the time of the Borden murders, was owned by Dr. Kelly.
Okay, so that's why they call it the Kelly House.
So they call it the Kelly House rather than the Ladwick Borden House. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there. I guess if I would have kept reading. So they do hear the children upstairs, and they capture them on EVPs. People staying in the room where Abby died, which is where we stayed, report a strong male presence and sometimes a strong female presence. The female gives off a caring, nurturing vibe.
I love this part where one night one of the guys was not feeling well and stayed in that room, and some female hand went across his forehead to care for him. And I said, we should have gone back while you were sick. Maybe they would have taken care of you.
Maybe. Made me feel better.
Yeah.
The male presence seems upset. I don't know if it's John Morris who slept in that room or if it's Andrew. So that's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
In the Andrew Jennings room. That's
upstairs on the
attic.
third floor in the attic, yeah.
Staff have seen large handprints on the bedspread, spread apart like a man is leaning on the spread, with his hands planted there. Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Can you imagine walking in a room and you see that? Be like, oh, okay.
Well, to see it, it would be like, oh, well, somebody just didn't fluff the bed.
You would
but
be
you
like,
walk in that room.
Honey, we do video now.
Yeah, but you walk in that
video
room
button.
as they smoosh down into the bed. That would be cool. That would be super cool.
But you would have it on photo. I'm trying to train you to hit the video button.
I know you are.
Because you do.
I know. I do. I love
just
taking.
Hit the video button.
Oh,
we're working on that.
Yeah, we are.
Yes, dear. Yes, dear.
Yeah. I don't remember which room it's in, but there's also a report of another man who was sleeping, and he had one of the sleep apnea masks on, and he felt something, brushing along his head as well, and a whisper of a female going,
You just messed up my hair.
"Oh, you poor dear," was whispered in his ear. That's a cool one. I like that one.
We get people from all over the world to come to America just to see the house. It's very humbling to know I get to work here every day. That would be kind of cool to work there every day. This is not broke up very well. So
no, that's the part that I said.
Oh, you already said that?
I said that one. Yeah. There's also men that are seen on the back stairs, shadows of men on the back stairs. Again, believed probably to be Mr. Borden. They did, however, at the same time they saw that, they did hear a growl, which is interesting because they didn't, to our knowledge...
Unless Andrew used to growl. And he probably wasn't a nice man.
He wasn't very happy, maybe?
No. Wasn't a happy dude and has all these people tromping through his house.
That's probably very true. He didn't even like the doctor coming
across
the street.
Oh, it's a growl. It's a demon. No, it's probably angry old Andrew Borden, and he don't want people in his house.
Oh, yes.
So Tim heard a giggle. Oh, I said the name. So this is the male tour guide. Heard a giggle from the back stairs. A giggle. And nobody was there. Just all kinds of activity going on.
Lights going on and off in the attic on our own. Abby's voice supposedly indicating who did and didn't.
So this one here, another tour guide. I have had voices speak in my ear. I feel Mr. Borden hit me in the back when I'm talking about him during an overnight stay I did in the attic. The light suddenly went off on that floor. Oh, yeah, I remember this one. The lights suddenly went off on that floor. It spooked me. So we came down to the second floor. Just as we did, the lights in the attic came back on.
Mm-hmm.
The second floor lights went out. Like the whole floor. Not like one room and one light. Like the whole floor. Why can't this stuff happen to us?
I know.
Like the whole floor goes out. You go up to another floor, it come back on, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, we had the shower in Gettysburg. Had that shower.
We did.
That was
That
pretty
was pretty
awesome.
cool.
That was pretty
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
We go down to the first floor, and the second floor lights come back on. It was as if somebody was shooing us down the stairs by shutting the lights off. Again, probably angry Andrew Borden. Get out of my house.
Yeah. Could very well be. That is something that they did used to kind of do. I know they did that in my family.
Time
you
to
know?
go home.
Yeah, exactly. My mom used to tell us that story all the time about my
Shut
family.
off the lights and go, oh! Maybe that's the growl. It's actually Andrew Borden yawning. Time to go home.
That could very well be. Oh, goodness.
Oh, man.
So what other stories do you have
I'm
there,
looking.
dear?
What do we got in chat? I'm looking.
We've got Irish Whiskey saying that they would want to experience as much as they could. They were like, I wouldn't be sleeping in that room, somebody said. And I said, I would. And they're like, I knew you would, Marianne. Speaking of which, they do weddings there now. You can rent out the Lizzie Borden Bed and Breakfast and have a wedding there.
This is the story about the sleep apnea you already told.
Yeah. There's actually pictures of people you can find online that they had their weddings there. It was kind of cool. They cut their wedding cake with a hatchet. It was super cool.
Yeah. We have mediums tell us that Abby is surprised so many people are still interested in her home. She told us she wants us to do a good job cleaning. When I finished the tour in Bridget's room in the attic, I had just said that Bridget had liked working here when a medium in the group piped up and said, "Oh no, she didn't. She was afraid of Lizzie." That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so she goes on to say, I wasn't sure about her until she interrupted me during my tour in the kitchen and told me my grandmother was there and described how she died and who was with her. It made me take her seriously. That would be kind of mind-blowing.
Mm-hmm.
I was in the attic putting out towels in Bridget's room, and there was a big swirling black mist in front of the
Hosea Knowlton room.
Hosea Knowlton.
Mm-hmm. One of the
it lasted for a few minutes and then faded away.
attorneys.
So these are reports from people who actually work
there, right?
And that's actually pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that one was in the ghost stories and folklore.
Yeah.
All right, so how are we doing, chat?
Mr. Plumber 69 is going to be headed there in the spring for an overnight investigation.
That is awesome. Please keep in touch with us.
Yes.
And in case you guys don't know, PANICd.com is a database of all these locations, and I can link to other people's videos for those locations. I haven't made that statement in a long time.
In a while, yeah.
And it's a shared, it's kind of like Google meets the paranormal, so to speak. So I can link to your videos. Or if you have a location that is not in the database, please join our Discord, and there's a section in there called PANICd Leads. And when I get a chance, I'll add it and link to your videos. And it's just a database. You pull up each location, and it has everything that we cover in PANICd. The history, the ghost stories, the paranormal claims, and then link to evidence or whatever. I have some records that I have people who have done other historical related videos that we haven't been to those places yet, and they're featured in there. So,
right.
Those of you going to these places, and if you're doing videos or, I can link other stuff too, stories, personal accounts, whatever. I just kind of want to put it all in there, and it's all separated by location, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
So, I haven't made that statement in a while. Probably should. Mm-hmm. That's why we're PANICdVideos. It's PANICd.com, but it's the videos for PANICd.
Right.
Even though this is our Haunted Travels. It's all confusing which one we're going to pick and use.
All right, let's do another story.
One? Okay,
yeah,
let's do
so
another.
there was a guy who was on one of the
Is this
tours.
this one or something else? Okay.
So there was a guy who was on one of the tours, and they were up in the John Morse room, which is where Abby was found, and the tour guide was standing there in the spot where Abby was found, and was talking, and they were all just standing there listening, and saw some green flashes flashing across the mirror behind the guy. So there's that chest, the old furniture that was there, and it has that mirror on it in the center. And they said, hey, these green flashes kept going across the mirror. And they looked around. They thought maybe somebody was taking a picture. It was a flash. But there wasn't anybody taking pictures. Everybody was just standing there enthralled listening to the story. It happened another time. And the person then next to them saw it too. And they kind of were trying to debunk it. And they're like, well, maybe it was something from the streets. And they're like, oh, wait, but all the shutters are closed. So they don't know what those flashes of green lights were that kept flashing on the mirror.
Yeah. And that's, of course, the room we stayed in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, you would think that because they have security cameras that supposedly, by the way, Andrew Borden plays with a lot. But you would think if it was a security camera thing, it would be like a red light, you know, like a flashy, like the power light.
They don't flash though.
But
it's infrared.
Yeah, but even still, it would be red, not green.
Yeah,
you
green.
know,
He did.
Green's a weird
He said
color
little
for it
green
to be.
lights that flew across the glass.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Little green lights. Yeah,
very
that's
weird.
Strange. I was going to say something when you were done doing that story, and I forget what it was.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry too, because it was kind of interesting.
It was interesting?
Yeah.
Oh,
I know what I was going to say. Okay, so how can we do 3 weeks on Lizzie Borden when we feature a location each week? Okay?
You were going to explain that.
There are actually 3 locations in our data. Well, I don't know if Maplecroft's in there. I might have to add it.
It will be. We found
Oak
Paranormal
Grove
Claims
Cemetery is in
Yeah.
there. So
Yeah.
there are 3 locations related to Lizzie Borden. The Lizzie Borden house where she lived with her parents and stuff until the crime. Next week we're going to be doing Maplecroft. That's where her and Emma moved to after the trial.
Right.
And after everything was settled and they got their money and all that other stuff, they bought the big mansion, Maplecroft. Then the week after, we're going to do Oak Grove Cemetery, where all of them are buried, and there are paranormal claims at the cemetery.
Right.
So that's how we're doing 3 weeks. We've got 3 different locations, and it's all Lizzie Borden related. All right, so.
All right.
Kay Johnson, it's about time you got here. We've been waiting for you. No, I'm just kidding. So say hello to Kay Johnson, and I'm sure Annette Reagan's watching too. Say hello to Kay Johnson. That's my mom. Annette Reagan is her mom.
Right.
So show them some love and say hello. We're going to get Kay Johnson doing a YouTube channel. What do you think, Mom? We can come over and help you start doing a YouTube channel? That would be pretty cool. All right, just out and about. Thank you for stopping by.
And I think
Appreciate
that
it.
Steph Opal is headed out as well.
Steph Opal, I didn't even know she was here. Hello, goodbye.
Either that or it was Tracy, but I think it was Steph that was leaving. All right.
Okay, so you guys want to do a couple more? It's up to you. We can keep going. We got more.
Or
we can do a couple more.
You can ask us some questions as well. It is Let's Talk.
Yeah,
so.
we can just talk about some paranormal stuff and whatever you guys want to do. No, we didn't do that one, did we?
Mm.
Oh, okay. It's one. Yeah.
Oh, this is what is this? Yeah, this one is the pillow one.
Do you want to do that one?
Sure.
Well, let's see if they want to hear more.
Said yes. I want to know why they did the no halls.
Okay, that's a good question, actually. All right, so this house was 27 feet by 40. What's exactly what it is?
26 feet wide by 44 feet long.
Okay, 3 stories. So 2 stories plus an attic,
and then there's a basement cellar,
and a basement cellar.
Yeah.
Originally, the house was a two-family dwelling. So a family lived on the first floor and a family lived on the second floor. Okay? And I don't know what was in the attic, and I don't know how they shared the basement. Don't know. When Andrew Borden bought the house, he renovated it, took out the hallways and that kind of stuff, and split it the other way. The second floor, he split it the other way, so that going up to his and Abby's suite, so to speak, was a hallway up the back that would lead down another hallway to their suite. Okay? And then you kept going up the steps to the attic. That's where the maid lived, up in the attic. Which the poor maid. Can you imagine how hot it was up there in the summer?
It would have been a little toasty up there.
That would have been horrible. And then the front half of the second floor was the daughters in a guest room. So to maximize the space, they like took out the hallways, so to speak. They, just added, like, instead of a hallway, we're going to make that Abby's dressing room, or Lizzie's dressing room was the bathroom, that kind of thing. So they just tweaked it a little bit. And then the bottom, there's no hallway on the first floor either. You have to walk through from the big foyer. There's the front. What'd you call that? That wasn't the sitting room.
The parlor was in the front. The
That's
sitting
where
room is where Andrew
That was
going.
the formal parlor, which is what they did back in the day, where company would come. You would sit there. Then the den, so to speak,
was the sitting room.
Was the second room that you walked through. That's where they found Andrew. Off of there, you would go around the back, and that was the dining room. We're going to do a video about that because of the original design of the house. That dining room was 2 bedrooms.
Correct.
That they took the wall out and made it the dining room, and you kept going through the sitting room, and that was the kitchen.
Right.
And then leading out the back door was the steps that went up the back. So it's they maximized the space because the house really wasn't that big, and it's big inside. You could fit, the way they did it, you could fit a lot of people in there.
Yeah, when you think about, it's only 26 by 44, it's like, wow, that's pretty small, footprint.
Yeah.
But
they maximized all the space inside the house.
It was
just by taking out the hallways, basically. Yeah. So I hope that answers your question. Why no hallways? Yeah. I think if you catch the video that came out yesterday, the history video, and watch the best part of it, which is Marianne's narration covering the history. If you just, you don't have to watch the whole thing, but if you fast forward, there's pictures in there of the layouts of inside the house.
Yeah. And
I'd show them to you, but they're out. They're not on the server. They're out on my editing laptop, and I haven't copied that stuff over yet. But
okay,
pretty cool.
Tracy wants to know who the guy is in the window, and I'm not sure.
Okay, so she's talking about that picture. Let's see if I can find it.
I think it's a woman.
I think it's a woman.
I think it's a woman.
Let me see if I can find
it. Is that the? I was wondering if that's what she was talking about. I think it's a woman.
That is a picture that we took of their pictures.
Right. So like when you come in the front door, to the right is that staircase. To the left, they have like a bureau of some sort that has pictures on it. And we're frozen over there, and we're spinning over here.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what's up with that.
Stream's offline. I think we lost internet. Oh, were we back?
Oh, there you are.
Are we back?
I think so.
Hey guys, are we still here?
We're back. Okay.
We lost internet there for a second. Let me see.
Okay. So anyways, on the left there are pictures. And on the right is that staircase.
We're back healthy.
We're back healthy? Okay.
Sorry guys, we lost our internet, dropped out there for a second. Yeah. I think we're okay now.
Said we were gone for a minute, but looks like we see we're good. It said offline, and now you're frozen. Still frozen. Refresh, because I was the same way.
Wait, I think it just did it again.
I'm seeing good, and you're still moving over there. We can hear you, but your picture was frozen. Okay. Yeah, just refresh, because I think Hell Kitten says we're good, and somebody else said we were back too. So try refreshing us.
Yeah, we'll keep moving.
Yeah.
Do you see us? Our internet kind of went bloop and came back.
I don't know what happened to
It says
that.
we're having a bad signal right now. All right, so tell your story quickly.
Tell my story quickly. What was my story about? Oh, the pictures. So on the left, there's some pictures of Lizzie Borden and the family members in the house at different times. And there's that one picture that has a picture of seeing something in the window of the Lizzie Borden house. And so we think that that's what Tracy is talking about.
Yeah, you know what?
Personally think...
When I go and scroll those pictures, that's what that's doing.
Oh.
So we're not going to bring those pictures up.
Okay.
It's our internet. It don't like that.
It doesn't like that, huh?
All right, so anyways, the picture that you're talking about, Tracy, is a picture that somebody else took.
Yes.
That we took a picture of. So
Right.
we have no clue who it is.
Yeah.
It's just...
I think
they
it
have some of that
looks like
stuff
a
of
woman, though.
paranormal. Yeah, they have stuff of paranormal evidence. That was in the ghost stories and folklore. I just threw it in there to see if anybody caught it. But and of course Tracy did. She
Of course
catches
she
everything.
did. She catches a lot of things in the windows, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't know who it was. They didn't tag on the picture. It was somebody who was on tour and took that picture outside and submitted it to the Lizzie Lizzie Borden Bed and Breakfast, and they printed it and they have it on display.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Irish Whiskey wants to know, did they have the viewing funeral for the Bordens in that home? Yes. Yes, they did. In fact, they had the autopsy number 1 was there as well. Remember, there were 2 autopsies for the Bordens. We'll talk about the second autopsy when we do one of our other locations where it happened at.
The cemetery.
And, yes. And so they had those there. They had the funeral proceedings there. And then
the wake.
Yes. And then they packed them up and headed off to Oak Grove Cemetery.
Yeah. So the funeral director came to the house.
Yes. Actually came to the house the night of the murder, the afternoon of the murders.
Yeah. So the bodies stayed in the house, in the dining room,
Mm-hmm.
the night of the murders.
Yes.
And they all slept there.
Yeah.
So.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
All right, guys. So we are. I don't know. We're not putting out a good signal at the moment.
Yeah. So
if we do drop off, we lost some.
Yeah.
Viewers. I apologize for that, but I have no
apologize.
control over the internet.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
You guys have any more questions about this? Next week we are. I'll go over the schedule for next week.
Okay.
Yikes! Hell Kitten said, "Yikes!"
Yep. Yeah. Everybody except for Bridget, she was like, "No, no way, no how."
So again, for the giveaway, in case you guys missed it, you want to win the. That's the wrong.
The vial of Lizzie Borden dust.
Yeah, the vial of the Lizzie Borden dust. Send us an email, proof of subscription and notification to PANICdVideos@gmail.com with hashtag LB. And I'm going to take the scroll off. See if that helps.
See if that helps your stream.
Yeah, our CPU is okay, but we're
Okay.
dropping a lot of frames.
Well, here, this is the vial, by the way, that you will be receiving.
Yeah. Next week we are covering Maplecroft, which is the house where
Lizzie died.
Yeah, Lizzie
died in that one.
Lizzie died in that house.
Mm-hmm.
And Monday we have a collab with Crib 6. It's called Making Fun of Lizzie. And he's going to be doing a painting of something Lizzie Borden related. Don't know what it is. We're going to find out because he's doing it live, which is kind of cool and exciting. That's Monday night. Tuesday will be the Ghost Stories and Folklore for Maplecroft. Wednesday, we are doing a video. I'm not too sure on the title of it yet, but it's basically notes, press release, communications, that kind of stuff related to Lizzie Borden. And one of the things we're going to talk about in that video is the Ouija board that is there. I'm not going to give it away. It'll be in that video.
Yes.
Quite interesting story about that Ouija board.
Yeah.
Thursday's video will be Lizzie's Meatloaf.
Yay! Another cooking video.
Another haunted history video.
Yes.
Friday we'll do the location video about Maplecroft. That'll be short and sweet, but we'll go over some of the history and that kind of stuff, which I think you were digging up for me, right? For Maplecroft.
Yes.
And it's Saturday when we come back, Saturday live at 5. Next week on this show, we're going to be talking about Lizzie's life after the trial. Some of the things that she did and had to deal with, and kind of it all ties together. So we got it planned out a little bit. So that's next week's schedule. And as I'm looking at that list, not one of those videos have even been started yet.
That's true. Not one of them has been started yet.
So I got a lot of work I got to get done, mostly, hopefully, tomorrow. Because we're back to work.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I know we're going to record one of them tomorrow.
We're going to record one tonight, actually.
We are?
Yes, we're going to eat dinner and record that video so I can edit it and it'll be done. Actually, the one for Monday we're recording tonight.
Wow. Okay.
Because tomorrow we're recording Thursdays.
Okay.
And at some point I got to do the ghost stories and folklore. Maybe, I don't know. That's going to take forever, but
okay.
And today, paranormal investigations. Hello. Let me bring up this thing. So, if you guys have more questions, go ahead and keep going, and we'll keep going here for a little bit longer. We're at 1:34. Do you want to push it to 2
we can
hours?
try.
As long as the stream stays,
we can try.
We're getting a red video output low.
Yeah, it's not loving us.
So
Richard wanted to know what Lizzie died from. She actually had some sort of heart issues. She had been sick.
No, it wasn't. I know something that you don't know.
She had been sick for several months before that.
It wasn't her heart.
I swear that's what it says on her death certificate.
I know something about Lizzie that she doesn't.
I swear that's what it says on her death certificate.
It was her gallbladder. She had her gallbladder out. Didn't recover well from that surgery. She was sick from that, and she died from pneumonia.
Ooh, I thought her death certificate said something about heart
issue. I just read that.
Really? That's
it was her gallbladder. Yep.
Ooh,
I go, ching, one for Sean.
Yeah, one for Sean. I swear that I just looked at her.
It could have been heart related, you know.
Of course, they could have put anything on there anyway.
How old was she?
She was, she died in 27, was born in 60, so 40, 50, 67.
67? She was older.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, they could have put anything on those death certificates.
By the way, her sister died 9 days later.
I thought it was 8.
Oh my gosh, no. It's 9.
I don't know. We'll have to look at that. I thought it was 8. 8 days later.
I thought it was 9.
No, it was. I read that about. Unless it was wrong, you know, you could have read something that was more reliable. But it said that she had gallbladder surgery and.
Irish Whiskey 77 said that Lizzie had no heart.
Lizzie had no heart. I don't know why we're getting bad video output all of a sudden. What's the deal?
Know.
Video output low. Freaking technology.
I know, right?
We stream live for an hour and a half. Fine, no problem. And then, sorry. Yup. Oh, she's looking up the death certificate.
Lizzie Borden.
See this? I can't be right, ever. Ever.
Cause of death, myocarditis. That's a heart issue.
Well, her heart could have gave out because she was having issues about a gall. It started with her gallbladder. I remember reading that.
Okay.
Because, well, it's not like gallbladder surgery today where they go in with a laser and boom, pull it out.
She was sick in 26.
Right,
I know in 26 she was sick, too.
See, Joanne Reagan, pneumonia, cause of death.
I'm looking at her certificate of death right now. Certified copy of record of death.
Hey, we can agree upon the fact that she died. She's no longer with us. Hey, now the stream is healthy.
So she died on June. She died on June 1st, and her sister Emma died on June 10th. Just saying.
Oh man.
Oh wow. What did her sister die of? Let's see here if it says anything. Name of child, maiden name, occupation, birthplace, death record.
Her sister was in New
Residence.
Hampshire.
Yes.
I know that.
Yeah. Chronic nephritis and senility.
So she was old, but what's nephritis?
That's dealing with kidneys.
Kidney failure. Okay, so
yeah.
how much older was Emma?
She was 40. I think she's like 10 years older or so. Let's see.
So
Wait a
she
second.
would have been
She was born
almost 80.
1851. She was born in 1851.
So she would have been like almost 80 or in her 80s.
Yeah, she was in her 80s. Yeah. Yes. Okay.
Lizzie and Disney are the same. Evil and greedy.
By the way, I'm going to drop a link in for Warps and Wefts that has all of the death certificates in it, by the way, for the major players.
Drop the link to our Discord, too, will you please? Because I wanted to say after the stream we're going to be hanging on the Discord, but we probably won't because we have to record tonight. But if you guys have questions for us or you know, our Discord, I mean, we got a lot of people that join, but there's not a lot of activity going on in there. And so we got Joanne, we got Tracy, we got a lot of our long-time followers. We got Richard, we got you know, all you guys here.
Before you...
I was going to ask about something, but what?
Okay, well, they asked, what about the maid? What did she die from? And the certificate that I have says cardiac failure, chronic myocarditis. So due to arteriosclerosis and senility. I love the fact that all the old people, they put senility on them. Because she died fairly old as well. But, okay, go ahead.
We weren't going to do this, but it's kind of like, I guess, I don't know. We're kicking around putting up this Patreon page.
Oh.
What is it, sweetie? Spit it out.
Yeah.
And I don't know what we would. I don't know 100% what we would put out for Patreon supporters. I don't know if we need to look at cutting down the length of our videos and put longer cuts on Patreon, or I don't know. That's something that I guess we should be doing. I hate asking you guys for money and for support and stuff like that, but you know, at some point, once we're out of work, if we continue to do the YouTube thing, it's going to have to support us somehow. But you know, I'm kicking that around, and this is discussion that we can have in Discord. That's the point I was trying to make.
Oh, okay.
So if you could post the link to our Discord, and we could talk about this. A lot of YouTubers put up the Patreon. I think our entry level will be like $1 a month, you know, but I don't know.
Okay. So myocarditis, by the way, is an inflammation of the heart muscle that can lead to failure of the electrical system of the heart, reducing the ability to pump, causing rapid or abnormal heart rhythms. By the way.
Hell Kitten. Okay, so Irish Whiskey 77. Does Discord have an app? Yes, it does. Both for Android and iPhone. Yes, there is an app.
Okay.
Hell Kitten, I joined Discord, but it doesn't work for me. Are you doing... Now, see, you can use Discord on so many different ways, and it connects back to that same server. You could do the web part. That's what how Marianne does it. Or you could download their app to the computer. That's how I do it. Or you could get your app on the phone or whatever. So I don't know what way you are using Discord, Hell Kitten. Now, okay, here's the thing, too. In order to join a Discord, like our Discord, you have to have the link. Which, hopefully, Marianne
I put it in there.
Again. So, like, Michael Farrah Jr. has a Discord. Which ones are we on? Pusha Studios has a Discord. We do virtual ghost hunt. We set up a Discord for that. So those are ways for like communities like to communicate more together. I mean, we can do it on YouTube as well, but as far as like leaving messages back and forth, it's easier. Like I can't post a picture for you guys, or I can't post links, that kind of stuff for. Like, I guess I could post links, but it's easier to like organize stuff. And a lot of the big YouTubers use Discord too. Like for example, I forget Dusty. I forget his name. We're a Patreon of his, and he doesn't offer the link to his Discord. Of course, he's got, you know, you're talking big time subscribers. You can't get on his Discord unless you're a Patreon. We didn't do that. We're just opening it up to our parapeeps. You know, that's fine. So that's the thing, is we've opened up the Discord and all that other stuff and doing all that. So what do I put on Patreon? You know, like we're thinking like bloopers reel. Extended cuts from stuff, like that audio, instead of dumping all that stuff, putting it into Patreon if you want to hear the whole audio from the Lizzie Borden where we stayed in there, you know, that kind of thing. I don't know. I wish I could just give it all to you guys, but when we retire, will we have the funds to support the channel?
We're not
Probably
retiring
not.
for a few years, so we're good.
Well, I'm planning stuff in the future. We're growing. We're starting out small. I want to do it correctly. I don't want to wait until it's okay. We're in trouble. We need whatever. So that's all I'm saying. Here she goes again, answering back. Just answering up there.
Well, you were talking. I'm tired of interrupting you. So Tracy thought that myocarditis was caused by a viral infection.
You guys are talking medical stuff.
And
That's like
so I said, I don't
language.
know. That's just how the Mayo Clinic defines it. So I don't know if it's caused by a viral infection or not. Someone who's a medical person can tell us that. Hint, hint, Joanne.
Yeah, Joanne, a medical person, can answer that.
Did they remove stomachs from Lizzie's father and not the mother? No, they actually, I believe, did both.
Yeah, because I think they were looking for...
They were looking for poison.
Poison.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And they did not find any, by the way. So I do believe that it was both of them. Like 99% certainty that it was both of them.
We got some new people joining us.
Yes, we do. Francis Spirit and Kitties has joined us, and Laura Gramelt's here.
Hello, hello, hello. So we got to talk about, now that I see her in chat, that kind of reminds me, we got to talk about schedule.
Schedule?
For going back over to the house. She texted me, wanted to know when we want to go back, because she's got to put in for the date.
I see. Okay.
See, I just told her that.
Yeah.
Sorry,
It's okay.
it's been a crazy week. It's going to be a crazy next couple of weeks, too. But
Yeah, it
no,
happens.
actually, it'll settle down, hopefully, after Tuesday, Wednesday. The kids get back
When
and
the
start
kids
getting
get
a
back.
routine. Yeah. Once you do it 2, 3, 4 days, it's like mundane. It's like, oh, back to work. It's getting the buildings open. It's open and close. Sucks.
It does.
But now it's the push to long weekend, Labor Day.
16 days.
16 days to Labor Day. 3 days off.
Well, it's 16 days to our day off. I saw it on not the Facebook page, on the school website today.
Our next exciting part of being off is our trip in November.
Yes.
And then we get back from that. We have Thanksgiving break, then winter break, or Christmas break. Then the push to summer break.
All right. So, did they put the stomachs back in when they buried them? I do not know the answer to that. They sent it to Harvard, to Dr. Wood, to take a look at. He did the testing there.
Thanks for telling me, guys. I had something on my shirt.
What do you have on your shirt?
Fuzzball.
Oh. So I'm not sure if he brought
Dang,
them, released them back or not. Usually they take samples and then they return them, although I don't know what they did back in 1892. But usually they'll take samples to send off. They sent the whole stomachs. Whether or not they, just took samples to keep there and then return them, I'm not sure of the answer to that. I do know that their heads were eventually buried. I know that. And they want to know, what about chloroform in Daddy? And they didn't find any poisons in the body. So, and that was their wording. We did not find any poisons in the body. So I would assume that also went along with the idea of chloroform. But he was going to take a nap anyway, so I don't think that they would need to knock him out to make it happen. Just my opinion. But it could have happened. What else? Laura says that's fine. Let's see here. Hell Kitten. Oh, they're talking about the Discord. Yeah. I don't even know what my login is for that Discord. Oops. I made it.
Are you in as you or PANICd?
I don't know. I think I'm in as me.
You're in as you.
Yeah. I probably know what it is, but I made it during a live stream one day, so I didn't really pay much attention. I was in the live stream when I did it, if you remember, a few times back. Creators Alliance has joined us, so welcome.
Hello, and welcome. Mm-hmm. We've got about 10 more minutes.
Winding down.
We had a major hit on it, and now it's okay.
Yeah, it seems okay now.
At 6:27, something happened about 15 minutes ago. Our internet just went bloop.
Yeah, it said it wasn't receiving video.
No, we lost about 5 people watching.
Yeah, we did when that happened.
Oh well, it is what it is.
But
it is what it is. So we were pushing to the 2-hour mark, and we'll wrap it up because we got to get dinner and we got to do some recording.
Okay.
Because I got to do editing on the recording. I'm out of stuff to edit.
Say it isn't
keep up with this schedule.
I know, and we're like really pushing all these 3 weeks. We've got literally a video for every day.
This is the worst time to do Lizzie Borden ever, but you said let's do it. And I
wanted to do it a week before that, but
I know
you wanted to do it after we split in the middle.
I know. Yes, dear. Yes, dear. Yes, dear.
Oh, goodness gracious. Thanks for stopping by, Francis, Spirit, and Kitties. Laura says, mine won't let me on. I'm not sure if that's the Discord or internet.
HSFL Paranormal. How are you doing? I caught his live stream a little bit earlier. PSPR was on there.
Yeah.
And
I was listening.
I actually got a message from Bill saying he was on there. That's why I was getting ready for the show, and I hopped on real quick. And I made a comment. I'm like, who let this guy on here? Or something like that. And one of the viewers didn't put 2 and 2 together that I knew Bill, and I was joking, being a
did you get
smart,
blocked?
Yeah, no, I didn't get blocked. I get a comment back saying, hey, watch it, that kind of thing. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I kind of forgot where I was for a minute. And, yeah, I apologize about that. I didn't mean to do that. But Bill sent me a message saying, hey, I'm live now. Come check it out. And I hopped on. I'm like, who let this dude on here? Or something like that. It was kind of a off-color remark. And normally when I pop on a live stream, hey, everybody, hope you're having a great day. And this one I didn't. I just boom, troll comment right off the bat. That was kind of, I apologize.
Yeah.
Was the father keeping the girls sheltered? I was just wondering why neither of them married. Yes, he was, absolutely. And something that we didn't mentioned before too, you know, they had a lot of money. I don't know whether he kept them sheltered because of where they lived, because the house wasn't in the best part of town. Okay, so whether he was being protective of his daughters being out and about, he was very leery of them going places and that kind of stuff, because number one, they didn't own a horse and carriage. Every time they traveled, they rented a service, so they didn't own one. So they would walk everywhere. And Lizzie wanted to go to these parties, and Emma just didn't. She wasn't a social type person anyway. She was very timid.
Yeah, so Lizzie didn't want to get married though either.
Them. Their house was broken in several times. Mm-hmm. The barn was broken into. So I think he was more protective. You know, but why? I still, you know, he was close within walking distance of his businesses. But yeah, he could have moved somewhere. He had the money. He could have moved somewhere that was a nice neighborhood for the girls and had a carriage. You know, he could have hired a driver. He could have afforded it, but, you know, he didn't even want to pay for the doctor visits. You know, why he was so worried about losing his money. And you look at other barons, so to speak, which he was along those categories, like Carnegie and Rockefeller. He didn't have that kind of money, but, you know, they were, once they hit a certain level, they just gave it away. You know, they just didn't care. And he lived a lavish lifestyle. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't know. He was just, I don't know what his goal was. He was 69 years old. What else more was he going to do with his wealth? Why not live a little? I don't know. It's a long answer. Again. Again.
Yeah, well, I know Lizzie didn't want to get married. She was not interested in that. She was more of a self-sufficient type person. She wanted to do things on her own. She did go abroad, even, without male companionship, to my knowledge. I know she went with a couple of girls. I don't know who went as their chaperone. But she went, I think it was in 1890, because that's when she got her passport, and then she went abroad. And it was not long before.
You're talking a little bit about next week's show, but that's okay.
That's before she got 1890. That was.
Oh, that was before the crime.
That was before.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. It was before. She went abroad about 2 years before the murders. So, anyways, she wasn't that sheltered, I guess. But nevertheless, neither one of them ever did marry, ever.
Well, there is some controversy about them taking them trips like that. You know, but I would bet that it wasn't his money. That was money that the girls had, and they spent it taking those trips. You know, because like you said, towards the end...
Emma didn't go on the abroad trip, but she did go to Fairhaven and things like that.
I know, but towards the end, they had that house. They didn't like it house, so he bought it back from them. Mm-hmm. They had cash. Right. I'm sure there were other transactions such as that. It's what they lived on. They didn't have an allowance. He didn't give them an allowance and give them money. Although he paid the bills for Lizzie for kleptomania crap, you know. But I'm sure he took it from her account or something like that. But once they got some money, when she would spend it, she caught a lot of flack from that, you know. So, again, long drawn out story.
Yeah, the Lizzie Borden House is awesome, HSFL. So if you do get a chance, you should go.
We're going to be, just so you know, all these Lizzie-related videos, too, are in a playlist on our channel called the Lizzie Borden something or other. We got 3 weeks of videos, so there's at least 15 videos. Some of them are quite long. Some of them are shorter. But, you know, if you ever want to catch up on them, I'm grouping all the Lizzie Borden-related videos together in a playlist. And I'll probably tweet that out a couple times, you know, if anybody, once we're all done. You know, if anybody wants to get caught up. Because it seems, you know, we're repeating a little bit on each one, but each video has something different. Mm-hmm. And hopefully there's just something that you just take away from it that's like, oh, I didn't know that. Or, oh, that's kind of interesting. Or, you know. Yeah. So. Yeah. All right. We got about 3 more minutes, and I hear the hard drive spinning up.
Oh, goody.
Yeah.
Love it when the hard drive spins up. You never know what you're going to get.
Well, it's the hard drives. They all go in succession. Yeah.
Maybe he was trying to save his money for the girls after he passed because they weren't married. You never know, because he would have his wife and 2 daughters to think about.
Yeah. True.
It's a good idea. Don't know. Could be.
All right. Does anybody have any other questions in the chat before we wrap it up? Anything? Anyone?
I just want to
Bueller?
say, I just want
Bueller?
to say that I gave, as me, I gave this a thumbs up at the beginning, and it's just telling me now that I didn't.
It took it away?
It took it away.
It took away that thumbs up?
It did.
I hate when that happens.
I know. All right. Doesn't look like anybody's posting any new additional questions.
Alrighty, folks. Well, hey, I think we're going to wrap up this edition of Let's Talk Paranormal. And we're going to go put together some more videos for you. And again, thank you very much for getting us over those 4,000 hours.
Yes.
That is you guys.
Super thankful.
Just like you guys getting us over 1,000 subs, getting us over to 4,000 hours.
Yes.
That's you guys. That's not us. We're just making the videos and acting like idiots behind the microphone here. And you guys, for some reason, like coming and watching this stuff. I don't know.
All right.
I don't know. Christine Kitchens. Wow, there's a new one.
It's usually Andrew. Christine's here by her lonesome.
She might be riding. They may be driving home. I don't know. She might be riding.
Ooh.
So Andrew Kitchens that comes in here, that's his wife, Christine.
Yeah.
Very cool. Hello, hello.
And she even found the little ghost emoji. I haven't even found the little ghost emoji.
Here's what you do. Here's what you do.
Uh-huh.
Do : ghost.
Really?
Hit enter.
Huh. : ghost. Okay.
All right. So at some point, hopefully, I get Marianne to start doing comments or replying to comments. I've always said from the beginning, if somebody takes the time to leave us a comment, we're going to take the time and reply back to them. However, it's getting to the point where it's taking me an hour to 2 hours to get caught up on comments, okay? And I don't want to go longer than a day. So, here's what we're going to do. If you see a reply back to a comment that has 3 ghosts, every time I leave a message or a comment on or reply back on our comments or somebody else's videos, I always put 3 ghosts. You know that's me.
And I always reply as Marianne Donnelly.
Marianne replies as Marianne, but she's going to start doing it as PANICdVideos, and you put 1 ghost.
Oh, if I can think of it.
So if it's 1 ghost, it's Marianne. If it's 3 ghosts, it's me. I always put 3 ghosts. That's why you guys know it's me.
Oh, I'll try. Oh my.
You heard it here.
Wow. Okay.
Now that I taught you how to do the ghost.
I wrote it down.
Okay. Now I need to show you how to reply back to comments.
I've replied to comments as me.
No, I meant on the videos.
I've replied to comments as me.
Yeah, but you can help me out. See, that's the whole thing. We're doing this together.
But see, they know
Do you see
that
we're doing this together now?
They know that I'm with you. They know that I'm part of PANICd, don't you? You know I'm part of PANICd.
Yeah, but I wanted to get you to be more involved with the channel and running the channel than just the beautiful celebrity talent. It's like, oh, you ready for me? Let's go live. How's my makeup? So, yeah, I'm the producer, the editor, the tech guy, the writer, the running the channel, all that other stuff, and you're just, I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. Sean.
Wait, I don't even know if I'm doing that right. I don't know how you...
It's not a snowman. We don't want to see snowman yet.
Is it, or is that some other weird little creature? Is that a snowman? It is a snowman. I do see snowflakes.
You don't have snow out there in Colorado. Please say you don't. Thank you, Tracy. That's not us. That's you guys. That's you guys. Phone dead. Sorry. But we'll talk to you later, Laura. Okay. Being a beautiful face is very important. You're right. She's my clickbait. I try to get her face on every thumbnail. Every thumbnail, I try to have Marianne's face in one way or another. That's just how it is. All right, folks. Hey.
We're headed out.
We're headed out because I'm getting my blood sugar's dropping. I know I need food. I can feel it. I'm getting punchy. I was punchy when we started. Where's the button? There's the button. Hey, do you have anything else?
No.
No? All right, folks. Again, thank you for joining us. And we'll be live again next Saturday. We're not live till next Saturday.
Okay.
Right? Yes?
I think so.
I think so. Yes. So we'll be live again next Saturday. Live at 5 Eastern Time. Right here. Same place. PANICdVideos. Right?
Yes.
Till next time.
Thanks for watching.
And happy hunting.
If you'd like to see more videos from PANICdVideos in the future, make sure you hit that subscribe button and smash that bell for notifications. Also, help support the channel by sharing this video with your friends and family and anyone else who might be interested in the paranormal. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting.